The People's Crusade is one of the most distinct and ultimately tragic episodes of the First Crusade. Occurring in 1096, it preceded the main crusading force and was led by Peter the Hermit, a charismatic religious figure from Amiens, France. Peter was not a part of the official leadership of the First Crusade appointed by the Pope, but he was a passionate preacher who inspired many to take up the cross after hearing the Pope's call to arms at the Council of Clermont. Peter, an enigmatic figure with a reputation for piety and asceticism, spread the word of the Crusade through much of northern France and the Rhineland, capturing the imagination of many with his fervent speeches and promises of heavenly reward. He attracted a massive following composed predominantly of peasants, artisans, and petty nobles. They were not professional soldiers, but a motley crew of men, women, and children, stirred by a mixture of religious fervor, desperation, and hope for a better life. The crowd that became the People's Crusade set off for Jerusalem in the spring of 1096, many months before the main armies of the Crusade were due to depart. Ill-prepared and poorly organized, they lacked the necessary provisions and logistics for such a long journey. They also lacked the military training and discipline of a proper army, which made them vulnerable to the hardships of the journey and potential encounters with enemy forces. Their route took them through Germany and Hungary into the Byzantine Empire. They faced significant challenges along the way, including conflict with local populations, starvation, disease, and the danger of enemy forces. In Germany, some contingents of the People's Crusade incited violent actions against Jewish communities, resulting in several pogroms, which are considered some of the first major instances of anti-Jewish violence in Europe, associated with the crusading movement. Once they crossed into Byzantine territory, they were welcomed with initial caution and unease by the Byzantine authorities. The emperor, Alexios the Komnenos, hastily ferried the disorganized and ill-disciplined crowd across the Bosporus and into Asia Minor, hoping they would move swiftly toward Jerusalem and not cause trouble on Byzantine lands. However, in Asia Minor, the People's Crusade met its end. The Seljuk Turks, who controlled the region, engaged them in battle. Lacking discipline, strategic organization, and military skill, the People's Crusade was ill-equipped to confront the experienced Seljuk forces. Most of the participants in the People's Crusade were killed, and the remainder was taken captive. The tale of the People's Crusade stands as a stark reminder of the perils of unpreparedness and the harsh reality of medieval warfare. Their ill-fated journey, propelled by religious fervor but lacking logistical and military support, led to a tragic outcome. The People's Crusade was a prelude to the more organized crusading forces that would soon follow on the journey to the Holy Land.